What's up, guys? Earlier this weekend, Deadpool and Wolverine dropped in theaters, so today I'm going to be giving you guys my full spoiler review on the movie. Alright, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, a spoiler warning because I'm just going to be diving deep into spoilers with all the cameos and everything that happened. Alright, so Deadpool and Wolverine is the movie that we've all been anticipating for this whole year, and we finally got it, and you know what? I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was a really awesome time. It was hilarious, it was action-packed, and there's just so much fun to be had while watching this movie. Now, there are some things that I was slightly disappointed with, and, you know, some things that we'll dive into later on in the video, but overall, it is just an absolute blast. Like, so much nice carnage, so many awesome fight scenes, and just so many great lines from Deadpool and Wolverine. Just the comedic timing in this film is just absolutely fantastic. Some of the jokes had me dying, and I was just, you know, smiling ear to ear throughout this entire film. So I think it just did its job in just being an entertaining and fun movie. Now, even though I really did enjoy this movie, I'm very, very scared for the future of the MCU. I mean, I thought this movie was going to come and change the game and just get me back on the MCU hype train, but sadly it didn't, because I feel like this movie still has those problems that all the Phase 4, Phase 5 MCU movies had that just made us feel that superhero fatigue. It's got the bad CGI, some of the plot holes with the multiverse and timeline, even stuff like the pacing of the movie. And, you know, even in the movie, they make jokes about how the MCU is at its low point and all of that, but like the movie still has all those lows that the recent MCU movies have been having, and that's what really annoyed me. Now, it is definitely like way better than a lot of the post Endgame movies, but I don't know, it just still feels like we're having those problems, and just like explaining the timeline and multiverse, it's just been very confusing, and this movie just didn't fix any of that. Now, with that said, I do want to dive into more of the good stuff in this movie, like the cameos. The cameos were actually pretty good. There's some really great cameos, especially Henry Cavill as Wolverine. Like, if Hugh Jackman stops playing Wolverine, if they can get Henry Cavill to do it, that would just be absolutely awesome. And then we got Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. That was also a pretty cool cameo. I honestly thought they were going to have Cap in the Void, but, you know, it was actually pretty cool to see Johnny Storm, Human Torch in this movie. That's pretty cool as well. Blade, Elektra, and Gambit were some of the other cameos in this movie, and it's great to see them have a little bit of a team up with Wolverine and Deadpool. Their fight scenes were awesome. I really enjoyed that scene as well. And there were some other small fun cameos like the Hulk and Lady Pool. But yeah, just the cameos in general, I really enjoyed them. I was really excited when I got to see those characters on screen. So, you know, they did a good job with that, but I was really, really hoping that Deadpool and Wolverine would interrupt Endgame or something like that and come through a portal. That was the scene that, like, I would have died to see. That would have been so awesome. But I was happy with the cameos and I enjoyed them. Some of the greatest parts of the movie were the action, though. I mean, the scene where Deadpool and Wolverine are fighting all those Deadpool variants was absolutely sick. And the intro fight at the beginning of the movie was just one of the best post-Endgame MCU fight scenes we've seen. It was just absolutely fantastic seeing Deadpool use Wolverine's adamantium skeleton to just kill all those TVA agents. It was just absolutely sick. And the music, it was just such a perfect intro scene. I really enjoyed that. Just a lot of awesome fighting scenes. Even the fight scene with Blade, Elektra, and Gambit, that was really cool as well. And then, you know, seeing Deadpool and Wolverine escape after that. Just some awesome fight scenes all spread throughout. And, you know, the action and comedy are not the only thing that's great about this movie. There's a real emotional core to this movie about, you know, what it means to be a hero and how this Wolverine, he let down his whole universe. But at the end of the day, he can still be a hero, and it's not about your past, it's about what you do. And, you know, by the end of this movie, Wolverine just becomes heroic, and he saves Deadpool's world and all the other worlds as well. So I like the what it means to be a hero emotional core at this story, and also the stuff about, like, Deadpool losing his friends and just how much he cares about them. That was really nice too, and it was great to see that, you know, Deadpool cares about those people. Overall, this movie was just such a fun time. It was a blast, but I hate that I'm nervous about the future of the MCU, because I thought this was going to change it around. I thought Deadpool and Wolverine were going to save it, but I don't think they did that. I had a great time watching the movie, but future's not looking so good. Future's not looking so good for the MCU. And so with that said, while I did have an absolute blast with Deadpool and Wolverine, I think I'm going to have to give it an 8 out of 10 just because of how hesitant I am for the future of the MCU. Great time, great fun, so much great action, comedy, and characters. The story is great as well. The acting is fantastic, and the soundtrack slaps. But, you know, it still has those problems that the MCU has been having. and that's just where it falls flat. Tell me what you guys thought about the movie down below in the comments section. Tell me what your favorite cameo was, and just tell me what you thought of the movie in general. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.